Hi, this is Bill. Thanks for stopping to look at my 1948 Brockway Model 152W. In the first photo, you'll see the truck as it appeared in 1992 when Dom Zaccarino from Pennsylvania entered it in a truck show and won Best of Show. The next photo shows the truck as I had first seen it when it was owned by Dick Howe, the Unadilla Silo Company. Dick had a large collection of a lot of trucks from various makes, various models. When I went to pick the truck up, it was sitting in a field waiting to go, and a friend of mine helped me load it onto his trailer, and back to Cortland it went. And we were happy to bring another Brockway back to Cortland. That's the home of where Brockway trucks were built from 1912 until 1977. This particular truck was pretty much ready to go. It was roadworthy, licensed, and on the road, but there were a few things that did need some attention. The headlights were a little bit too small. The upholstery needed some help. The exhaust system did have quite a few little leaks in it that would bring some of the exhaust fumes back into the cab. So the first year, we went about just getting some things brightened up on it. You'll see that we didn't have the stack on the truck yet, that the fifth wheel still needed some attention, a little cleaning, so to speak. You look at the front end of the truck, that always stirs a lot of questions. That is the original grill to the front of the truck. And there are some years and some trucks that have more grill work, so to speak, more bars. It just depended on what shift and what crew of guys put that grill together. You see the seat upholstery there needing some attention, as well as the dash. And I took the truck over to Grant Street. Grant Street here in Cortland has guys that worked at Brockway. They knew these trucks. They were helpful in getting things mechanically where I wanted. Don's Upholstery, he had the material right there in stock and was able to, in a few short weeks, put together the original seats back to a showroom stock. That floor that you're looking at, that rubber piece is very hard to find. This is the engine as I found it, running and ready to go, and that is a Continental gas 6-cylinder engine. It is a 46B, that's 427 cubic inches, and that was pretty good power plant to push a truck like this and a trailer down the road. The tires are the ones that came on the truck when I got it and were in excellent condition. Again, there's the original exhaust. The deck plate was there, which was really nice because it was able to be used and put stuff on it for moving things around. Again, I used the truck just for show. Here's another shot of the dash showing the original shifting pattern. And you'll see there the center with the gauges looks like it could use a little bit of attention as well. Crack in the steering wheel, which we eventually did remedy that as well. There's the truck plaque showing that it was a show truck and a winner for the 1992 show. That was for a plaque that was used as an award for 1993 for everybody who signed up. So we got it polished up and cleaned up and brought it over to a parking lot so that we could show you the next stage of what the truck looked like. The stickers, of course, came off nicely. The new wheel guards were put on with the Brockway logo. You can see a little bit of touch-up work had been done. Things brightened up really nicely on this truck. Again, it ran beautifully. There's the ash pots, as they were called, the road flares. They were filled with kerosene, and you'd see those lit. Did take those down, have them sandblasted and restored. They beautifully, just came out beautifully, not a speck of rust on those at all. So the truck is in really great shape. It showed the history and the lines of the truck, and this was before Mack had purchased Brockway. That cab was stamped out in Cortland at the Champion Sheet Metal Factory. The wood frame was made right here in Cortland at the Robinson Wood Shop. Everything was ordered and assembled right here in Cortland. It really is a hometown truck built, and these pictures show the interior now. The dash brightened up, and we used two themes when showing the truck. We went with the Cortland Bottling Company Coca-Cola theme. Coca-Cola had a bottling plant right here in Cortland on Homer Avenue. And we also had used a theme with Texaco. So we had hats and shirts set up with the truck for both. Of course, a couple nostalgia pictures always help make it feel a little more vintage. But the signs were all magnetic, so they were all easy to come off and be exchanged. And depending on what we wanted to do or what we wanted to show, the truck had a lot of personality and could fit almost any environment. And you see those windows in the corner there. Those are a special plexiglass, and they're not something that's reproduced. And we were able to find some material that we could use to shine and buff those up and make them more see-through. So here's that Texaco Interior showing the dash and the hat, the coat, giving it a more authentic feel to a driver. There's the fifth wheel and a vintage backup light we found on eBay and put into function. Of course, the air tank for the brakes. Some signage that were replicated that were hanging originally in the truck. And of course the original 2-speed axle shift, explaining how to put this together and make it function. You know, how to properly engage those gears. And that first gear, of course, was a really low granny gear. And there you see the weight and the rating cap. There's the motor cleaned up a little bit. And again, the truck from every angle just showed well. It rode fantastic. Again, those seats from Don's Upholstery really changed the interior of the truck by bringing that back. There's another shot of that floor mat, which is original and very rare to these trucks. You can't find those. The Brockway Motor Truck Company, built here in Cortland. A lot of local folks familiar with these trucks. There's a fantastic truck show that enters downtown Cortland. Of course, now the Brockway Museum is open. The trucks are on display. That's part of the Living History Center here in New York on Homer Avenue. It's unmistakable when you see a Brockway going down the road, and it doesn't matter how old the people are, young or old, they all turn, they look, and they recognize a local truck. They recognize a Brockway. The Dairy Parade, a strong contender in Cortland. This truck was, again, outfitted with different signs, and always a show winner on Main Street. The crowd stopped, took a lot of photos of it. You can see the shine of the paint was very deep. There's those new headlights that really brought the truck back to where it belonged. No matter where the truck was parked, there was always somebody who's willing to stop, take a look at the truck, and enjoy seeing a piece of Cortland history on the road, running around, and just really putting smiles on people's faces. This truck really was the pinnacle for the time of trucking. Top speed, right about 45 miles an hour. And we appreciate you stopping today and taking a look at this truck. Brockway 152W, fantastic model. There's a billboard that used to hang outside Cortland as you entered it, Huskytown, USA. And then local artist Andrea Joya Wilkinson created a art piece to back that up. Built with pride here in Cortland, 1912-1977. Brockway Motor Trucks. Thanks for looking.